You think say you sabi Naija music? Old school or new school? Come show yourself for Gusto Gets the Song. You go win better. Call the number wey dey appear for your screen so. Naija music come win money.
Guys, welcome to Gusto Reactions. Once again, Big Lala is very much in the building today. Thank you so much for always liking and sharing, subscribing. Yes, telling your friends about what we do right here at Gusto TV. We love you and appreciate every one of you. You guys are the biggest, the realest, the bestest, and of course, the most valuable. Yes, in terms of viewership and everything. We thank you guys so much. We love you. Yes, like I said earlier, Big Lala in the building today, and Big Lala has an award. This very good day to present. If you are an award organizer or you are presented with an award, say, oh, Lala, this is the 10th month of the year 2021 so far. We've got a lot of amazing songs, out at the moment. So far, please kindly give an artist that you think deserves, to receive the Song of the Year award.
Song of the Year
2021 so far, because we don't know what the next 2 months will be. One could just come through and take over everything. But for now, so far, the Song of the Year for you.
Well, my options. What are my options? The obvious ones are there. Oh,
we've got Essence doing some madness in the US, in Nigeria, feeling Ladipo, of course. We know about that one.
Yeah.
For you, Tenny and Davido, one of the biggest singles, when the year started, #1. Love Nwantiti, of course, this just has to be there. This crawled in, towards August, September. And of course, a couple of other ones. We've got Rugas, Bounce. We've got a couple of other ones. Which other? Joe Boy.
Is this for alcohol?
Sip. Yeah, alcohol.
You when I change the name to Sip, you don't call him Sip.
Sip.
Alcohol.
Of course, a couple of other ones as well.
Yes.
Adekunle Gold's High, is also a major contender. A new Omale with Understand, as well. Olamide's Rock is also there. A lot of songs. This is really a hard one, I presume.
Of course, it's hard now. But the thing about it is, I think was it June or July? I was asked to be part of a team that votes Song of the Year so far. And majority of the songs were considered.
Yeah.
As at then, my #1 song was Ladipo and Buju Feelings. Yes, that was my #1 song. Then. My second song then was Essence. My third, I don't quite remember. I think I had Olamide's Rock or thereabouts. I think I had Olamide's Rock. As my position changed June, July, August, September, October, 4 months. 4 months as my position changed. It's tricky, but the only song that may have given my #1 option the run for his money, I think, is Essence, especially with the wave of the remix and the deluxe album and everything. I think since then, it's grown in leaps and bounds. It's actually, even as at that time, I don't think it had been the most performing track on WIZKID's album at that time. But since then, it has overtaken Ginger. It has even given it a lot of space, and the remix as well has done really well. The one with Justin Bieber, and that did really well for Wiz and Thames. Tennis for you, I think those were the earlier hits at the start of the year. I think my position has changed with extra 4 months to I haven't reviewed extra 4 months of how these songs have performed. Essence certainly has performed better, but at the first half of the year, I think it was clear cut. Ladipo and Buju, there was no contender for what that was for me. I mean, there was no doubt as at June that was my Song of the Year so far. But Essence has outperformed Ladipo Feelings. I think it has trended more for a while than Feeling. Although Feeling is still a jam, everybody still loves it. But Essence for the longer period has gained people's attention. So I think I would have to switch my 1 and 2 positions. I don't think any other song come close. Love Nwantiti is a 2019 song. There's no newer version, so it can't be my song of the year because it wasn't released within my own time of review. So it just happens to be trending right now. I don't think I need to consider it.
But Essence is a 2020 song.
Yes. No, November. It will still be part of the year of review because late 2020 songs can still count as 2021 songs because it was so late into the year.
So irrespective of how this one is popular, don't you think this is recency bias for you?
No,
irrespective of how it is popping right now,
if I choose it right now, then that's recency bias playing a part.
But you know, we're not saying 2021. We're not saying 2021 hottest song. We're saying the hottest song this year
that have been hot. Okay, if that's how you want to put it.
Yeah, the hottest song this year, the song of the year. If we're looking at song of the year, you get. Don't you think that this song should be considered? So you think that they will look at the song that was released in 2021?
Well, if they're going to do song of the year, obviously they want to look at the time of release. Most people want to do that. They wouldn't want to just bring a song that was released in years ago and say, oh, just because it's popping now. My Akabi song every Christmas pops. If they are doing song of the December or a song of Christmas, she will probably never. For Nigerians, it will be that one.
Yeah,
for Nigerians, it will be that one. So, well, if you put it that way, okay, you give me do you want me to consider songs that were not released?
I'm like,
do you want me to set my timeline?
I'm just saying, set your timeline.
My timeline has to be late 2020
to
at least the same period, till present, because we're doing so far. And if that's for me, then I'm not going to have a Love Nwantiti in the mix. But if that wasn't the case, of course, Love Nwantiti has to be in the mix of things because it's also equally as hot, a lot hot. But is it a lot hot in Nigeria or is it just a lot hot around the world?
So.
Exactly, because if you look at the charts now, are you saying Love Nwantiti at the highs and highs of the charts? Is in Nigeria? No. Or is it just globally? So I think that has to count for something. But at least Essence remix.
Essence is also not doing
what are you saying?
In Nigeria.
Essence remix when it came out. At least it touched that spot. Essence original. As it was even trending over there, at least it was doing its thing in Nigeria as well. So the fact that I even had their number 2 then was something that, although I considered it, could this be the number 1 song in Nigeria? I'm trying to think so that I don't forget that there are some other songs that I really considered. I just don't remember my list then, but I know 1 or 2. Ruga's Bounce. Yes, I think I had Ruga's Bounce in my top 5 because that was such a jam.
Malice Coming.
I don't think I had that in my top 5. In fact, I think that was down. That was down.
But that was a jam though.
Yeah, I used to be. So for me, let me just cut to straight to the point. Right?
Bloody Samaritan.
Bloody Samaritan. Bloody Samaritan.
Yeah.
That's if you're asking me to do like a top 5, but that's not what your question is.
No.
Song of the year
So far.
And I'm going to cut it between the 2 songs, Ladipo Feelings and Essence. Those are the 2 options I have. And those were my top 2 in June. And as of right now, I think I'm going to switch because since that 4 months has been added, Essence actually picked up more than Feelings. It's gained people's attention more and it's remained even more relevant thanks to the remix. But that's a strategy that worked. So I would have to go with WIZKID Essence featuring Temps and Justin Bieber.
Okay. Would you say this is because of the international appeal it is getting right now, or the fact that you think it is doing really well in Nigeria?
Well, I think that has to count for something, the international appeal that it's getting. As people are feeling it outside of the country. People locally are much obliged to, what's going on with this song that people are actually doing a lot of things for, and they'll equally listen. But then in terms of performance on a large scale, I don't think there's any song apart from the song I'm not considering, which is the CK one that has done as much as Essence. You get, of course there are several other songs on there that you could consider as, if you're streamlining it to being a local song of the year, which is songs that are trended in Nigeria, loved by a lot of Nigerians. That would be a totally different conversation. You have to consider a lot of things because there's a lot of songs that actually did trend a lot in Nigeria that people did like. So I think the foreign influence, the foreign acceptance plays a part. and it's for the good.
If Nigerian organizers wants to give an award to Song of the Year,
Yeah.
do you think they're going to look at the foreign influence?
Of course, you think they won't? The kind of backlash they will get, because those are when they will start telling them, oh, this song done can equal amount of streams. This song is Song of the Year in
Song of the Summer,
in the US, Song of this.
And you didn't make a Song of the Year.
They will collect the bashing of their life. They will collect it.
Oh, would that be justified?
Of course, it will be justified because it's something people can see. It's something people can see and feel. So I don't think there will be any doubt in anybody's mind if an SS wins Song of the Year in Nigeria, right? People, I mean, there are obviously people who disagree, which is fine, but it is what it is. What song has been on people's mouths the most in Nigeria has to be Essence, and the second has to be Feelings. Feelings first half of the year was fire. It was unbeatable by anyone for me, but it just happens that when you consider the other new months to it, I think Essence just about takes it.
Okay, let me just put you on the spot before we go. Right now, Big Lala has to tell us if you're saying Essence, if you're saying Ladipo's Feeling, and if you were to have a top three, what would be your third song?
Okay, my top three.
There's Samaritan, there's Rock, there's Bounce, there's I mean, there's quite a whole lot. So I don't put things in your head.
Please, I beg, please tell there's Samaritan, not of it. I'm gonna go with. I'm not gonna go with Rock. Let me just give the youngins a chance to play
for you. Well, I think it deserves it.
I think it deserves it though. Ruga's Bounce is such a jam that's
bigger than Rock.
I've had that conversation. I don't know what I was even comparing. I was comparing Rock. They were comparing Rock with something. I don't quite remember. It was Rock versus one song like that.
Yeah.
I think was it Bounce? Shay. Please, this is Song of the Year, not top 3. We can talk about top 3 later.
Let me not put you on the spot. Guys, I just want to have your thoughts. Let's have your thoughts on that one. Yes, Song of the Year. Of course, Nigeria Song of the Year so far. This is October. We want to hear from you. What do you think? WIZKID's Essence, Ladipo's Feeling featuring Buju, or you want to put in your own Bloody Samaritan by Era Star, Ruga's Bounce, or you want to have Olamide's Rock, or you have Burna Boy's Kilometer, Tiwa Savage Somebody's Son, Joe Boy's Alcohol. Yes, of course. You know, let's have your thoughts on that one. Of course, maybe high, and definitely go and the OVO himself, Davido. Put it down below. Let's have your thoughts on the Song of the Year so far. From January, from late 2020 till now. Lala, I hope you don't get bashed
because of what
people saying. Oh, because you want to fit in Essence, you have to bring in. Bring it from 2020.
Whoever is going to say that, just think about this. A song released in November, right? If indeed that song was Song of the Year, just because it trended for 2 months, will you consider it more than a song that trended for the first 10 months? That's why you can't have it either way. You have to consider. You have to have like a timeline, because late 2020 is not enough. December song, November song.
For the comment, I say, Lala, this one you're trying to because
November song. That's why sometimes award bodies they don't do like January to December.
Yeah,
they always do from mid something
to another year.
Yeah, so
let's have your thoughts on that one, Song of the Year, WIZKID Essence, Ladipo's Buju, and that one Feeling, and any other one that you think. Comment down below. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.